to the swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Missouri Tigers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Missouri ready to kick off. They got us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Florida Gators offense will get the first swing of the game. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. That's caught. It's Abrams. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. We'll see if they go back to the run here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win. And they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game. They're being aggressive. They're taking a shot. And they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Gators are in the red zone. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Deep shot for the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. Using the quick game. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tigers offense will have its first possession of the game. These 2 dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Give to the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They'll go to the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. And the Tigers are on the move. Going to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And off to Jones. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. They're going to ride this running back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Give to the running back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
It's what makes this offense so hard to stop. When you've got an athletic quarterback, you've got to worry about him in the running game, and there on the option, he makes the right decision, keeping it, and he caps off the opening drive of the game with a TD.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Missouri, 7, Florida, 3.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Lagway. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. A quick pass to the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Running to the left. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Jones. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gets it out fast. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Missouri! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boise State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Chris Peterson, this has not been a blowout today on the Smurf turf. They are up by 5 over Notre Dame. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Short throw to the sideline, complete, and he'll pick up the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Lagway. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
He wants to throw it again. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. We didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try. And the ball is picked off. Touchdown, Gators! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And after the extra point, it's a 1-possession game, down 21-13. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jones. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Right on target this time. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He finds his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pulls it in. It's Jones. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Oh, the attempt is no good. Still up by 8 after the miss. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on second down. And off to Jones. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. So Missouri will have to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Wants to throw on first down. Complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And off to Jones. Still on his feet at the 45. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Second down coming up. The give out of the gun. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. It's a draw. Puts him in the spin cycle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Lagway. Snags it over the middle. No chance to run, but still a good gain. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Off the RPO, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Offense getting set for 1st down. He wants to throw. Right down the middle. It's complete. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll throw it on 1st down. Feeling some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
It'll be a draw. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Coming after him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting it down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Finds a man on the right. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The sure hands. It's Owens.
You know, the fullback's not going to be a guy that's running routes deep down the field. He's normally just a check down option for the quarterback. You saw it right there, and as a result, it doesn't pick up any yards.
Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So his field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Pocket starts to collapse. Going to try to get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Oh, what a cut! Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. The sure hands, it's Coleman.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boise State is putting on an offensive clinic, and about the only thing we haven't seen is the Statue of Liberty play. They're up by 15 over Notre Dame. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Getting some heat. Makes the grab. It's Daniels. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw for it. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. At the 45 on his way. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll leave it with him. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W's. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about, what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure this doesn't happen next week.
So that's going to do